Alola Pokemon trainers, this is GatorX, and today I'll be talking about the potential evil team of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Before I begin, I just want to remind you to check out my last video as well as my Twitch channel, which is linked in the description. But I'll talk more about that after the video, as well as some other important announcements. With that taken care of, let's begin. Now, a while ago there was a poster revealed for Ultra Sun and Moon, and near the top there are 3 shadowed figures which seem to be the new evil team of Ultra Sun and Moon. From various trailers released so far, we do see that at the very least the Aether Foundation will still be around, but that Necrozma is going to be the new threat to Alola. So perhaps someone else is the antagonist who's trying to do something rather than Aether. I talked a little about this last time, but let's entertain that idea for a bit. Okay, so these guys are the new threat. But who are they? In the time that the poster has been out, I've seen quite a few theories and ideas, so let me address some of them. The first pertains to the fact that they're wearing armor, somewhat similarly to what Colress has been seen wearing when we encounter him in Alola. So I guess the idea would be that Colress is part of this new team and their motivation is... well, that's just the thing. Colress really wouldn't have any motivation for doing any sort of research on Necrozma, or even the Ultra Beasts. We know that he's pretty much only interested in unlocking a Pokemon's true potential, which he seems to be content doing so with Z-Crystals. Unless the connection between Necrozma and Z-Crystals is true, then perhaps he wants to capture Necrozma and use it to create even more and more powerful Z-Crystals. And when seeing what Necrozma can do when it absorbs Solgaleo or Lunala, he's convinced that this is the future of Pokemon power. An interesting idea, but again, Colress seems to be really happy with where he is and what he's doing. The funny thing about Colress is that I wasn't even really convinced he was 100% a bad guy all along. He is one of the few evil team members that seemingly has some sort of redemption. I mean, he looks genuinely happy when we meet him in Alola. And on top of that, I doubt that he would serve as the main antagonist twice. If anything, he might actually be our ally against this evil team. The next idea is actually one I saw on Twitter recently, and to my knowledge was first tweeted by this dude. It basically compares one of the shadowed figures to Anabel and proposes that maybe this is a group of fallers trying to get back to their own dimensions through the Ultra Wormholes. That's why they're wearing these suits, to help them get back through whatever conditions they would have to travel through. Again, an interesting idea. I did question why exactly they brought back Anabel in Sun and Moon at all, so this would have made for some great setup and payoff in Ultra Sun and Moon. Although it does seem like Necrozma is going to be the main focus of the game, and I suspect that whoever this evil team is, they're interested in Necrozma rather than the Ultra Beasts. There is also the fact that even though the hair color between Anabel and this particular member are similar, the style is pretty different. I'm not opposed to these two being the same, but I'll say that it seems to be quite a bit of a stretch. And if so, who are the other 2 shadowed figures we see? We really weren't told about any other fallers in Sun and Moon, and unless this main guy is Looker for some reason, it really doesn't seem to be much of a connection. The last idea I've heard is that these are members of Aether Foundation that have broken off and become their own team. I've seen nicknames like Ultra Aether floating around, so let's go with that. It would make sense for these to be something like that. After all, Black 2 and White 2 kept Team Plasma, but just made them Neo Team Plasma. They were still technically the same, just with different focuses. There's really not much more I can say except for my own ideas, which kinda line up with the last, most simple idea. I personally do think that these are members of Aether who have split off and aim to do something with Necrozma. What exactly they want to do, I'm still not completely sure of. I'm really hoping we do get another trailer sometime soon that will focus on them, and will hopefully give us some more answers as to who they are and potentially what they want. Anyway, let me know what you think. What's the origin of this team? Leave a comment below and we'll continue the discussion down there. And now for that special announcement that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Hello Pokemon trainers, so anyway, like I said, a special announcement. As you may know, October is coming up, so that means I'm going to be making a lot of spooky, Halloween themed Pokemon videos, and I do this every year and I call it an event, you know, Spooktober and whatnot. But I'm actually going to be trying something that I've tried before, but hopefully it'll work out much better and be much cooler this time. I'm actually going to be taking submissions for any type of videos that you guys happen to make, as long as they're Halloween themed and Pokemon centered. You can go ahead and submit them through my Discord server, which is linked in the description. You can tweet them to me on Twitter, or you can just mention them in any sort of video and maybe I'll check them out. Don't post any links in the comment section because YouTube is going to, auto flag those. But the best way to submit them is through Discord. We have a special channel for that now. It will be linked in the description below. Any sort of battles, top 10s, theories, art videos, again, as long as they're Halloween themed and Pokemon centered, you can submit them and I'll add them into a playlist which I will host on this channel So they're not going to be uploaded anywhere else. They're going to stay on your channel. I'm just going to provide the link to it through a playlist, again, hosted on my channel. And at the end of every Halloween video that I make, I'm going to shout out some specific videos that have been submitted to the playlist. Hopefully, you know, we can get some good some good word out to videos that you guys happen to make. Along with a lot of the October themed and everything, I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch, which I started recently. That's going to be every weekend on Friday nights and Saturday nights Pacific Standard Time. I need to work out a lot of other details for it, of course, but I'm going to be doing October themed stuff hopefully now that that's upon us. But it's just going to be so cool. I'm really excited for whatever you guys happen to make, and of course I'm going to watch all of the videos that end up getting submitted because I think they'll be pretty cool. Anyway, if you enjoyed the content of today's video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to show your support. You can enable notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out, as you know, not every video is sent to the subscription box for whatever reason, and it will also make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.